Hey boys and girls, tonight's flip video is going to be all about comparing decimals. Very similar to comparing whole numbers, very similar to what we were doing with ordering decimals when we were doing with fractions. So I have faith in you guys. Today's video is going to be about the new show, Legends of Tomorrow. Alright, so the first one says Captain Cold, or here's one of my favorite characters, right here. Can cool an object by 32 and 1/10 degrees, while Heat Wave, who's also pretty cool, heats things up by 32 and 99 thousandths degrees. Which number sentence correctly compares the degrees? So we've got 32.1 is equal to 32.099, 32.1 is less than 32.099, or 32.1 is greater than 32.099. So what we're going to do is I'm going to rewrite those. So Captain Cold is cold, so I'm going to write his in blue. So 32.1 Heat Wave is 32.099. Just like with adding and subtracting decimals, I need to line up my decimal place values to compare these. So I'm going to stack them on top of each other so I can compare them. 32, so 32.099. Now checking my place values, 10s match up, 1s matches up, decimals. I'm going to throw in some zeros here to line those up. So now I'm going to check. So I got to check my whole numbers first. Those match. Those match. Those match. And now I see that the 1 is bigger than the 0. So I know that Captain Cold, the 32.1, is greater than the 32.099, which would be this one. It doesn't matter that these 9s are bigger than these zeros. Doesn't matter, because this is like having 10 cents, then this is like having 9 cents. So I'd rather have 10 cents than 9 cents. I always think decimals are easier if you think of it in terms of money. So that's how I figured that one out. I stacked them, I added in some decimals, and then I just compared each place value. Pretty straightforward. Now we move on to this one. This one kind of gives you a chart. It says, using the chart, write a sentence that correctly compares atoms and Firestorm's weights. So use the chart, look at their weights, and then correctly compare them. Alright, so first thing you needed to do in here was realize that we don't even need Canary's weight. That was just extra information. So I'm actually going to cross that off. So I need Atom's weight and Firestorm's weight. So if I'm doing Atom's weight, I would write 185, 0.77. Leave myself a little comparison sign. 85.9. So now I'll stack these. 185, decimal point, 9. Now I see I need some zeros here. Don't have enough decimal places. So now I'm going to compare the place values. See, the 1s match. The 8s and the 10s place matches. The 1s places match. 10th place, that's where it changes. So I see that the 9 in Firestorm's weight is bigger. So I put in my less than sign. So again, just because the 7 is bigger than this error, doesn't matter. This is like having 90 cents. This is like having 7 cents. So that's the difference. You could have also done it with Atom's weight first, so it would have been 180, or with Firestorm's weight first, 185, 9, and you just would turn that around, 185.099. So again, I followed the same process. I stacked them, I added in my zeros where necessary, and I thought of it in terms of money to figure out which one was bigger. Your final problem, your bring back to school problem, you need to use the correct symbol to correctly compare these decimals, and I've given you 2. You do need to do both of them. So the first one, you've got 3.092, then your little line, and then 3.09. Then 6.7, your little line, 6.699. So make sure you'll stack those up, add in your zeros if necessary, and go ahead from there.